Hey folks, TNT Neon here. Well, I'm on the way to do a couple errands, but one of the stops is going to be at the Giant City University bike shop, so we can see what's lined up for Giant lineup for 2020. So they got a couple of new bikes there, so we're going to go try and see what's all about the bikes. But this main thing is going to be a review on me riding my new Giant Trance E Pro Plus Trance E Plus Pro 2. I'm gonna tell you, that's a bad machine. It's a bad machine. So the day before, which was Sunday, day before yesterday, which was Sunday, I rode the bike, and I played with it a little bit, and see all the different settings and everything. And as far as riding that trail, North Met, for the people here in Charlotte, I don't even have to be in mode 2, which is Eco Plus. So I was riding mostly in basic that day, and testing it out, and I was doing pretty good, getting 17-minute runs on that 17-minute runs on that bike during the trail, and everything, and I felt pretty good. My heart rate got up to 100, and right at 175. Normally my heart rate would be between 185 190. It have skyrocketed a couple times to like 200. So I decided to go and do it on the full potential that the bike can do, 360. And I left it in one gear just to see how much battery I can draw from it, how much power it would give to me. Also see if I can get my heart rate up a little higher, back to where I was. And it surprised me very well. Pretty much I left it in the third gear to the smallest gears that's up there. So it's a 11 by 46. So I was in the, I don't know if I'm saying it right, when you're downshifting, I guess. I call downshifting to the smaller cars, but I'm thinking it's downshifting is going up to the bigger cars. So I was down in the third smallest gear from the smallest gear. And I did Death Hill. I did a whole trail in that Death Hill. Really put a toll on me as far as my heart rate, but I was still comfortable. My heart rate got up to max level was 204, then it averaged out to like 180, 185. So I was pretty well impressed with that, but throughout the rest of the trail I was fine. And I pulled a 1630 with that, doing that, and I'm 263 pounds with the bike weighing 50 pounds, so that's 313 pounds. And that bike, it just surprised me. The Yamaha motor on that bike is so strong. Also, they talk about cornering, I can't say it right, but taking turns on that bike, whoa, phenomenal. It handles so beautifully with the million DHF up front. Oh, that thing grabs so good. And the Recon in the rear, it's just a beautiful thing. So beautiful. I'm running now. On Sunday I was running 22 PSI in each tire, which that was a no-no. Put more air in it, and I did. I put a 28 psi up front on the Million DHF, and I put 30 in the Recon. Whoa, what a big difference. Big difference. Of course, I knew tire pressure was gonna make a difference, but I ain't think we're gonna make that big a difference. You know, but they plus size tires. So just handling well. The Fox float is doing great on it. The Fox Rhythm 36 is beautiful. Beautiful on it. I really can't complain about it. The motor loud, which I can get over that. I mean, but for somebody else, they might not get over that. Motor might be too loud for them. The motor is a gear on gear, so I can't complain about it. I mean, and I'm used to, you know, little loud stuff, and it's okay. I can't complain. I can't complain. It's pretty. It's a wonderful machine. All right, I'm gonna do a little drop off here, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. But yeah, that bike handles so well around corners. I didn't feel like I lost it any. I even slipped in a corner, and it stayed in the spot that it needed to. It didn't throw me off the bike or nothing. I thank the Lord for that, because that would have been a hard fall too. What else? I mean, the bike just handled so well. What else I talk about it? As far as comfort, the bike feels good. The bike feels good. I think the Trance E handled way better. Well, I wouldn't say way better, but a little better in the cornering than the Specialized. It seems like it's well balanced. The Trance E is well balanced, where the Specialized Levo is balanced, but I think it's more balanced than what the Levo is. Like I said, I feel like I can lean in it and do well. Oh, and climbing, that thing say, what's a hill? What's a hill? I mean, climbing. Where with the Levo, it climbs, but whenever I threw some torque into it, the pedal, I was catching wheelies, just a little bit, not much. So I was catching wheelies on that, and like I said, it won't much, but with the Trance E, the bike stayed planted to the ground. What else? Battery life. So, like I was saying, I did 13.5 miles, and I was playing with the 5 settings that it go through, from basic right on up to have fun blast, and I use 56% of the battery. So when I pulled it up on the Bluetooth app for the bike, it says I can actually go another 50. It was either 48 or 52 miles. So I can go that much further on that much of battery left. So it's well. It's all about basically how you use the bike as far as shifting, setting it up. I mean, of course, if you use the bike in a way of, okay, let's go hog wild, and you riding in the smallest cog, you're going to pull more amps out of that battery. So I think the battery easily will do like mostly, a 30-mile range or a 30 mile range easily, and you'll still have 30 to 40% battery left. You know, just, you know, playing with it. Now, as far as being economically about it, easy 50, 60 miles, easy. And I mean, that depends on how difficult climbs are and everything. Like I say, it's all depend on the gearing. You know, other than that, it's great. All right, let's talk about the app. The app for it don't give you as much stuff as some of these other bikes out here, like the Levo and everything, but it gives you enough. I mean, if you don't have if you don't have a bike computer, you can use your phone. Of course, people use a Strava, but some people probably don't want their stuff added onto Strava. And you can use your bike, you can use your phone and as like a Strava or as a bike computer, and it Bluetooth to your bike, and it'll work like that. You can do diagnostics. It got a place of there called Diagnostic Doctor. You can do diagnostic on 3 things, as far as make sure the motor is syncing, the sensors, and I forget the third one. All right. It pulls up. You can change your motor settings. So say like basic is 120%. If you want to take that down to 50%, you can, but the max is going to be 120%. Just throwing that out there. At full blown is 360. So if you don't want 360 that day, and you know you on a trail that, you know, it's gonna be hilly but not too bad of a hill, you can back it down to 340, 300. You know what I'm saying? What you saving your battery. Other than that, the app is great. What else? I think it got like a training thing on it. Or if it ain't training, it's just tuning, and the tuning is what I just went over on. What else? I'm so excited about this bike. The seat, how the seat feels. The seat feels better than what my stance seat felt like. It felt a little more cushion, but it's still a thin seat. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted a bit. That's about basically I can say about the seat. The seat is fine. The 800 mil handlebars, I have yet to take it to Whitewater Center because there's some tight areas in there. So I don't know if I may cut them down to 750, 760. I don't know yet. But I think I may keep it because the bike handles so well with that wide of a handlebar. What else? The paint job on it is wonderful. It's metallic flake paint job on it. But y'all don't want to hear about that. Y'all want to hear about how the bike is doing. The bike doing well. It's doing real well. Like I had my boy Dan, he was following behind me, and you know, in the other videos, and he said I ain't give him time to take a drink. But he said he didn't have much time, so we went as fast as I could as far as my weight. I mean, like I said, I'm 263 pounds, and I'm hoping that me getting out more with this bike going to bring that weight down, of course along with eating right, but getting that cardio in is very important. What else? I did not have a chain drop because it has the chain guide on it. Like I said, the bike it weighs 50 pounds, but it don't feel like 50 pounds because of the simple fact is that it's pretty much okay, let me put it this way. My stance when I had it was 27 pounds. that bike feel like a 27-pound bike to me when I'm riding it like that. I have yet to pedal it without it, which I know that bike gonna be heavy, so I dare to do it that way. What else? Trying to think of what else could be good with that bike. Everything is good with the bike. I'm gonna tell you, I do wish that bike came with a display, so I really wouldn't have to use my bike computer. I could sell my bike computer or let somebody else use my bike computer. But other than that, I wish it came with a display. And on the sense of that bike computer, the magnet that they use for the sensor, for their sync drive, for that works the torque drive in it. I'm using that same magnet as my speed to work my speed sensor. So that was a plus. What else? I mean, I can't say too much more about it because it's wonderful. The bike is wonderful. Like I said, there's some fine tuning I got to do with it as far as plush and feeling a little more plush. Rolling over roots, it says what roots? Rolling in mud holes. Where was the mud hole at? Oh, the mud hole was back there. That's where the mud hole was at. Climbing over roots is like what root? Them plus size tires make a difference. That motor makes a difference. And I really, in closing, I really do think, well, not in closing, I really do think that these bikes are the future, because it'll get people who wants to ride, get out and ride, because these trails are not easy. So I really do think this will help our society get out and do a little more exercising. As far as Giant's pricing on it, Giant's pricing is not bad. That bike was $4,800. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they got the Trance E Plus Pro, and that one I think around $6,000-7,000, somewhere in there, with the core suspension setup. 160 mil travel versus mine is 150 mil travel, and I want to say it's 150 mil in the rear, and mine is 140. But come on, Giant is making it where people can afford bikes and get out and ride bikes without having breaking the bank. Oh, let's talk about the brakes. The brakes on it, now you know I would change something in a heartbeat. The brakes on the bike is a 4-piston Shimano brake, 203 mil rotors on it. I ain't changing them. They stopping. They stop good. They look like the SLX brakes, but I think I'm keeping them. I'm not changing them. They looking good. They feel good. They grabbing. For my heavyweight, they grabbing. They good for me. The dropper post works well, works flawless. You can have it to come up slow, or you can have it to come up fast. Shifting is immaculate. The Dior XT shift flawless. No issues, no nothing to it. It works great. I'm just wondering if, you know, if you get to a certain area that's real steep, as far as the cassette, will the 46 be enough? I don't know, but you know me, I may change it to a 50. I got to read up on it if I can do that or not. Make sure it'll still work with sync with the motor and everything. Make sure nothing is going to throw everything off. But what else? I'm trying to think of anything else on the bike. The frame is built well. It feels good. I mean, jumping from a stance to a trance, I think it was a good jump. But in closing, all I gotta say, it feels good. It feels great. I think if you're thinking about it's going to take your workout away from you. No, it's going to build your workout. It's going to build your workout, and it's going to make your workout greater, and it's going to be much funner. Say like if you go out and you do 20 miles, you might end up going to do 30, 40 miles, all because of that bike. For the people who only going out and doing 2 or 3 laps, you're going to be doing 4 to 5 laps because of that bike. And that's best, and that's where I say it will help you out. I mean, I can keep going on about this bike, but I'm not. We're going to close it off right here. And I hope y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. And get out and ride. As I always say, God is good all the time. TNT out.